Hey everyone, I'm Maria Horner and welcome to Howland's at Home. I'm in my living room right now here in front of my fireplace in Altadena, California. And today I'm joined all the way from Colombia by our girls camp director, Danny Montenegro. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I am great.
Great. Thanks for joining us. So I want to start out with, we don't want to assume that everyone watching knows who you are. So why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your time at camp, stuff like that.
Okay. So my name is Daniela Montenegro. I go by Danny. I have been going to camp for 3 years. This would be my fourth summer. I started as a high ropes specialist. I was the high ropes instructor, then I was a supervisor, and then last year and this year, I have been working as a girls camp director.
That's awesome. So where are you right now? Where are you enjoying this quarantine time?
Well, right now I am at home in Colombia. I live in an apartment by myself. We do have the same kind of situation here where we are isolated and social distancing. So I have been spending this joyous time at home.
All by yourself?
Yep.
Nice. So what kinds of things have you been doing to stay busy?
Well, for me, my job in my everyday life is working from home as well. So that hasn't really
Oh,
changed
nice.
that much. So it hasn't been like a hard transition for me. But in my free time, I have been trying to like get in touch with my friends, FaceTiming them. I've been in touch with my family constantly to make sure that they are okay. And basically, mostly that's what I've been doing, and to just kind of decompress and let the stress go a little bit. I've also been trying to do some yoga.
Oh,
So that's interesting. I'm trying.
that's awesome. So we're asking everyone to start off by sharing for us a camp joke.
Okay. All right. I am not really good at jokes, but this is the one that I go to every time I'm asked to tell a joke. So, knock, knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting cow.
The interrupting cow who? Oh,
Boo.
it's always
Sorry.
good to have a good standby for sure.
I know. I'm so
Oh my
sorry
goodness.
about that.
Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about your favorite camp memories? So you've spent 3 summers at camp. What are some of the things that stick out the most for you?
Oh, I only thought about last summer, but like overall, definitely the connection that we can make with the rest of the staff members. That is something that I really appreciate because it's so great and it's so strong, the bond that you can make with them, that it happens in such a short time that it's remarkable. For last summer, I would say that my favorite part was my first session with kids because it was like my first trial for what I had learned during staff training, because it was my first year as a girls camp director and I had been learning some things and it was finally the time to put that into practice. So just being able to see how that worked and being able to manage that was really, really nice for me.
Awesome. So when you think back on all of the time that you've spent at camp, what are some of the things you've learned?
Okay, I've learned to kind of know myself, know my limits, know what I am capable of, and always to believe in myself and know that I can still, even if it looks hard, that I can still give it my best and try my best to accomplish something. I've also learned to be more kind of extroverted because I am an introverted person. So it's kind of not forced, but kind of pushed myself to be more social, to share more with people, and to create more memories with them.
So, and I think that's probably pretty true for some campers as well, who maybe are a little bit introverted or a little bit shy and a little bit nervous coming to camp. So, what advice, like if there's a new camper watching this right now, maybe somebody who's going to join girls camp this summer for the very first time, who's maybe feeling a little nervous, what kind of advice would you give them to help them, feel a little bit less anxious about coming to camp this summer?
Okay, if we are already at camp, I like to let them know that I am there for them. If they need someone to talk to, they can come talk to me. But when it comes to the cabin life and sharing with their cabin mates, Just trying to give their opinions and respect the other people and understand and remember that the rest of the campers went through that as well. If they are returning campers, they also went through that first approach to camp where they didn't know the rest of the people, where they were nervous about it, but they came out of that kind of shell that they had, and they learned how to have more fun at camp. So I would suggest like letting go a little bit of that apprehension that you can have when you first start in that kind of environment or a situation, and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, I think it's so great to remind people that everybody had a first time at camp. Everybody did, whether that was last summer or 15 or 20 years ago. Everybody had that first time, and everybody had a little bit of that anxiety around being in a new place with new people, doing new things, and that, I think that always helps.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking forward to this summer?
Oh, being at camp for sure. I miss it so much. It was so hard to leave it last year, and it's like what powers me through the rest of the year to know that I am going back to camp. I look forward to the activities, the water, the campers, making those connections with the campers and the staff, just like the whole thing that camp represents. I'm looking forward to it all.
That's awesome. Okay, so another thing that we've asked everyone to do is to share your favorite camp song. It's kind of my hope that, especially for returning campers, hearing these songs will bring a smile to their face, and for new campers, they'll have a chance to hear some of these songs before they get to camp. So, what are you going to sing for us today?
Okay, so I have been thinking about this because it is a hard question. There are so many songs that you can sing and that you can do. One that I really like is the penguin one.
Oh, awesome.
Have you ever seen a penguin dancing? Take a look at me and a penguin you will see. Right hand, and then you start clapping. And then, have you ever seen a penguin dancing? Take a look at me and a penguin you will see. Right hand, left hand. Have you ever seen a penguin dancing? Take a look at me and a penguin you will see. Right hand, right leg, left leg. Have you ever seen a penguin dancing? Take a look at me and a penguin you will see. There you go.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, it's definitely not a sitting down song, is it?
No, you have to be standing up.
Okay, so one of the other things I've been asking people to talk a little bit about is, our campers are at home and probably not loving every second of it. They probably want to be with their friends and even at school and playing on their sports teams and going to dance classes and all of that. So what kind of advice would you have for kids who are at home and not loving it?
Okay, so I would say that for this day, since we have access to internet and different tools that you can use online, if they are like, depending on the personality, if they want to like build something, I would say I would suggest looking for tutorials on YouTube about things that they can make at camp, and they can spend a long time doing that. And it can be very distracting and fun, and they can learn a lot. If they like singing, maybe learning some camp songs, that there are a lot of them online as well. Games that you can do at camp, like get to know questions or get to know games or icebreakers. It's always nice to have that at camp when you are new in a cabin. If you are new with new people, new campers, if it is your first time at camp, you want to make sure that you get to know the people that you're going to be spending that time there. So having those extra tools in your back that can really be helpful and make your experience a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it would be, it could be fun if you're a returning camper and all of the like table slapping games that we do at camp, to teach those to your family. I would love it if somebody posted a video on Instagram of their family doing, "Hey, CIC, give me a 1." I would cry. I would laugh so hard.
Yes.
Awesome.
I mean, I may have cried, or my eyes may have watered when the girl CITs
Mhm.
uploaded their video. It was so
And I have to
nice.
say, the thing that was so cool about that is we have, so we're doing a Zoom call with the CITs every Thursday afternoon. And so on Thursday, um, we were talking about what kinds of things they could do to create content for our Instagram page. And they are divided up into groups according to the session that they're coming now. And each session group of CITs is planning something for a different week. But we really wanted to do something on Friday. And earlier in the call, AJ had mentioned that they're working a lot on film editing. So I was like, oh my gosh, could you do
Huh.
this? And sure enough, like overnight,
Oh,
the girls did that. So it was super awesome. I know I watched it and was like,
I know. I was the same way. I was scrolling on my phone and then I saw it. I think it starts, I don't remember who it is. But
uh-huh.
then I was like, oh, wait, I know this face. And so I started playing it and I was like, oh my goodness, I
I
want
know,
to be a
ugly
Cam
cry
right
for sure.
now.
Ugly cry for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know, we have a chalkboard outside of our serving area in our dining hall, and every day at lunch we write a different inspirational quote on it. And have to this was Jake Dorito, your partner in crime, our boys camp director. I talked to him a few days ago, and this was the quote that he shared. Let's
I
ride.
can hear him saying it.
Yeah. So what is a quote that you'd like to see on the quote board this summer?
I think that this is a very good one. A problem is a chance for you to do your best. Sometimes we get caught up in the situation and not really look at how we can resolve it and how we can learn from it. So I think it's a nice reminder to have.
A problem is say it again.
A problem is a chance for you to do your best.
Problem is a chance for you to do your best. Okay, I need to change my at-home quote board. Thanks, Danny. I so appreciate you spending some time with us. I hope that you have a great rest of your week down in Columbia.
Thank you. You too, Maria.